Hello everyone, this is Cameron's on and we are back at it with beaconpines. Now I'm so curious what's gonna happen next because as you recall in the last episode we were just kind of exploring Beck and her family, and I am kind of curious what's with Rollo and what's gonna happen next, so let's just get started then. I guess we can just look around, see if there's anything interesting. Oh wow. Rollo and I have a radio just like this at the treehouse. Probably not exactly like this one. My mom and I tore the whole thing down to the bolts. Fitted with some kind of state-of-the-art vacuum tubes. Huh, she seems pretty awesome. She can get carried away sometimes. I think she feels guilty for working too much. So when she does have time for me, she showers me with high-tech overcompensation. That kind of reminds me of, that one kid, the younger sibling of the Valentine family.
Luca flicked at one of the toggles.
Kind of sounds like that. I bet you can get all sorts of stations with this. Not out here in the boonies. You wouldn't believe the stuff I could pick up back in the city. But around here, it's all farm reports and static. Ah, shucks.
Luca bent down to examine the bouquet of wilting flowers. Judging by the odor, they were well past their prime.
Pungent.
He flipped open the attached card.
Happy trails from Coach Walker and all the Fairview Condors. Boy, you weren't kidding about poking around, huh? Oh, sorry, was this from your old school? The most recent one, yeah. Some schools gave me going away cards. Some did flowers. They always try to feel good about themselves, they do both. Moved around a lot. Yeah, that's the thing with having brilliant parents. They always have a better job somewhere else. Man, that is kinda rough. Personally for me, my family is like a military family, so we definitely have moved around a lot. These flowers would last longer if you put them in some water. That's sort of the thing I would do if I cared. I think that's like another thing about moving around a lot, is that you don't even care about making new friends, because it's like, what's the point? If you're gonna move away again, then you're gonna lose those friends, so you do become a little desensitized to that kind of stuff. Well, you cared enough to keep them is all. I suppose. Is there anything else to explore? Oh!
Luca squinted into the eye hole of the microscope.
Huh, this looks wild. What is it? Gum. Gum?
Luca adjusted the slide with his fingers to get a better look.
I'm tracking the structural integrity of gum with increasing amounts of chewing. I would imagine you're mostly seeing bacteria, though. The human mouth has a ton of bacteria. I chewed that one for 47 days.
Luca wiped his hand off on his sweater and gave a nervous laugh.
It's weird, I know. I think it's neat.
Beck looked down, timidly tapping the ladder with her feet.
It is essentially rubber though, so I feel like it would last a while. You think it's weird, don't you? Nah, I think it's awesome. A little. I think my only concern if you're doing that for 50 days, you're putting the gum back into your mouth and chewing it. But weird can be cool. Luca, can I ask you something? Of course. Why don't we become actual friends? Because I think you're pretty cool. Dang, didn't that hurt? I'll be honest. That hurt more than I expected. Well, at least you looked cool doing it.
Beck took a moment to watch the rivulets of water running down the window.
Do you ever feel alone? Like, even when people are around? Well, Rollo can be absent-minded at times. I'm serious. Does it ever feel like your family doesn't care about what you want? Well, it didn't used to feel that way. I know Gran loves me, but sometimes when she looks at me, it's like she's looking at a problem.
Luca took a deep breath, exhaling slowly.
I know the feeling. How do you deal with that? I guess I haven't yet. But one thing my dad told me when I was little, don't hold a grudge, especially against yourself. If you try to hold it all in, you're gonna pop. So then, what do you do when you don't know what to do? Well, he never got to that part. Something I figured out on my own though. You gotta do something anything. Here. What are you doing? I don't know, something. We're gonna register our complaints with the storm. Are we gonna scream at the sky? Because honestly, that sounds amazing. Listen here, you miserable universe. Stop jerking me around. I just want things to go back to the way they were. Everyone tells me it's gonna be alright. That things are gonna change.
Luca let out a feral scream that echoed into the night.
Every time something changes, something gets worse. Screw this town. Whoa. Let me try. Moving sucks. I hate it. I hate that. I hate it. Why can't I just deal with it and be happy for my mom? Why can't we just stay somewhere? Bruh.
Her voice dropped to a trembling whisper.
I just want to be a normal kid.
Brushed off her shirt and straightened up.
There. Man, not only does this game have, like, scary-ass moments, but there's emotional moments that I didn't really expect. This was kinda nice.
As abruptly as it began, the storm abated.
Thanks. I needed that. Me too. I should head out before the rain starts up again. Sure, I'll walk you out. Oh my god. I think I love Beck. I really do, though. Wow. See you and Rollo at the festival? Sounds good. Luca, don't let the universe jerk you around.
Beck gave Luca a light thump on the arm before heading in.
Oh, I want them to be best friends. You're so
5.
sweet. She was already super cool on the other route, but she's even better on this route.
Friendly feud. The air was heavy with the hard rain's residue, the smell of wet things. Despite his dreary surroundings, Luca felt at peace.
Aww.
He'd never shared those details about his dad with anyone. Not even Rollo.
Wow.
But it's not like this changed anything. Rollo was still his best friend. Adding Beck to the group would help balance things out. Everything's better in threes. This is what Luca told himself as he headed to the treehouse.
Oh, friendly feud. Rollo's definitely gonna be angry. Hey, is that Dawn? What are you doing here? Hey, Dawn, tracking down a lead? You bet. I heard a juicy new rumor. Turns out, when Sharper Valentine died, he left behind a peculiar last will and testament. Peculiar how? He didn't just give his kids an inheritance, there were conditions. Like what? The document stipulated that Harris had to take on a child as her ward. Oh, that's why they adopted that one kid. I forgot his name. A kid our age who just showed up to town one night with a lawyer. Solomon. It was Solomon. Bingo. So Eris was forced to take care of him? Yup, or she would have lost everything. Huh, why would Sharper care so much about some random kid? Maybe it's his kid? Huh. Rumor has it, old Sharper sowed some wild oats. Huh, I guess that explains the way Eris treats him. Poor Solomon. How did you find all of this out? A good reporter never reveals her source, Luca. Interesting. Oh, what was over here? Gosh dang it. Right here.
Luca peeked up at the beehive. It appeared to be deserted.
Oh, it was a beehive. That's strange. There's a lot of weird stuff that keeps happening with nature. Like the fact that it's colder, the beetles aren't around. It's kind of weird. Better not dilly-dally. Gotta get to the treehouse. I guess we better hurry. The music is, a little intense. Well, I guess it's not that intense. It's kind of nice. But it's also a little ominous. Whoa. What? Excuse me, what are you doing? Just locking up for the night, sir. Oh, wonderful. I can only assume this means that all festival preparations have been completed ahead of schedule. Well, not exactly, sir. The storm set us back a bit, and it's getting late, so we all decided to... You all decided? Yes, sir. Are they real people or are they like clones? I honestly don't really know. Maybe they're robots. I wasn't aware that your job involved deciding things. We're all here at the perennial harvest because we believe in creating a better future, yes? Yes, sir. Very much, sir. Also, I still can't get over how adorable the design of this red panda is. I love red pandas. Do you want to be the one that tells this town that we failed them? No. That we gave up because there was a little rainstorm and we all got a little sleepy? Of course not, sir. Good, then it's decided. It's so creepy to see them smiling like that. Yes, sir. We'll work until the task is done. See that you do. Ah, our harvest awaits. Creepy. Alright, we'll just keep going then. Rollo, are you still up there? I'm sorry, Rollo isn't accepting visitors at the moment. Is it 'cause I'm late? Come back, never.
Luca had only ever heard him speak in this stiff yet gentle tone a few times, and it always meant one thing.
You're upset. Oh, what makes you say that? Maybe because my best friend abandoned me for no reason. I didn't abandon you. I'm just a little late.
Scoffed.
The rain held me up. Liar. You weren't even home. What? The storm got bad, so I got worried, and I went looking for you. Imagine my surprise when I made it to your house, and you weren't there. I hadn't made it back yet. I'm not a fool, Luca. It doesn't take all day to deliver some jam. No, The storm rolled in out of nowhere. I got stuck after dinner at Beck's hat. Ooh, you shouldn't have mentioned that.
Luca stumbled on his words, knowing he'd said too much.
Beck? Dinner? What the heck is a Beck? She's the new kid in town. She's actually kinda cool. You'd like her. She just needed some convincing her parents that she made new friends. New friends? I spent all day waiting for you. And you were off making new friends? It's not like that, Rollo. You know, while I was waiting, I made some upgrades to mission control. It was gonna be a surprise. But you took so long, the storm knocked it all down. Just like how you knocked down our friendship. What does that even mean?
Luca became instinctively angry in response. Both boys were now shouting across the distance.
Well, I have to remember they're 12, so... It means you're a bad friend. You don't care about me. Of course I care, you ass. I knew I'd get in trouble waiting so late for you. But I kept my word, 'cause that's what friends do. Oh yeah, he is out late when he's not supposed to. Oh wow, what a noble sacrifice you made. Easy for you to say. Your gran doesn't even care. Ooh. Ooh, that's too far. Too far. You can stay out late as you want, and you wouldn't even get in trouble. Oh no. Seriously? You're acting like I chose this? If that's what you think, then maybe you're the bad friend.
His tone changed to a calm, yet more intense anger.
Maybe Pa's right. Oh no, don't say it, don't say it. Storms bring more than water. This one brought out the real Luca. Stop quoting your Pa's nonsense like it means anything. Yeah, well, at least my Pa is still around. Oh my god.
The words hung in the cold night air. Rollo's stomach dropped, knowing he'd crossed a line.
Oh my god.
But it was too late.
Luca, Good night, Rollo. Dang it. Well, that went badly. Wait, where's Gran? She must be doing her meeting. Can I leave? If Rollo thinks I'm still going to the festival with him, he can shove it. I guess my only option is to go to sleep. Is it? I actually don't know. I'm trying to figure out how to sleep. Hello? How do I... Oh.
Luca dug through his old stuff, not even sure what he was looking for.
The soccer ball? Oh, he's angry. Rollo. What a jerk. Called me a bad friend. Ooh, I'm Rollo. Look at me and my amazing family. Oh, this is kind of sad. Oh, I can keep kicking it. That's kind of awesome. I'm gonna go to bed. I guess I'm just never supposed to make new friends. Aw. Man. Luca?
Gran cooed gently from the hallway.
Oh, did she hear me? Huh, you slept straight through breakfast. Luca, are you alright? I'm fine. I just don't feel like getting up yet. Okay, I'll leave this oatmeal by the door. I gotta run out and take care of some things. Okay. I'll be back later to check in. Sure.
Luca just wanted to be alone. He waited to hear the sound of the front door closing.
Man, I might as well eat some oatmeal. I bet Rollo's still going to the festival. He's gonna be miserable. Man. Oh, I guess I'm supposed to still kick this. I'm not really sure. Oh, I can go back to bed.
Luca dozed off again.
Luca? I see that you didn't eat your oatmeal. Wasn't hungry. Oh, just in case you get hungry, I'll leave a sandwich here too. Thanks. Rollo came by. What did he say? He wanted to talk to you. What did you say? I told him you weren't feeling well. Good. So your plan is just to sit in your room all day? Pretty much. Well, I need to pop away again for a minute. If you decide to end your pity party and go outside, I think it'll do you some good. Noted.
Luca still couldn't bring himself to go out. Besides, if he ran into Rollo, he'd have to actually confront the situation.
Oh man, I think we actually should though. There was never anything interesting at the festival anyway. Wait, what's over there? How do I get that? Maybe I'm supposed to hit that. Come on. Ah, I almost got it. Come on. Let's get this. There you go. What is that?
The Adventures of Hank Atomic.
Oh, this is the comic book. The complete first volume.
Luca carefully opened the cover and began to read. Rollo had received it for his birthday, a special hardcover edition with behind-the-scenes commentary and bonus art. Rollo cherished it, but asked that Luca keep it at his house. Luca wasn't sure if it was because Rollo didn't trust himself with it, didn't trust his sister around it, or just wanted an excuse to come hang out at Luca's more often. Whatever the reason, Luca didn't mind, but it had stayed right there where Rollo had stashed it ever since. Now, at the foot of his bed, Luca lost himself in the pages. He'd read it all before, but at this moment, it somehow felt sentimental. He was well into issue number 5 when he heard soft footsteps from the hallway.
Come on, man. Go talk to Rollo. Luca? Another little friend came to see you. Is it Beck? A girl named Beck Maudwill. She said that you met yesterday? What did she say? Is she here? She was just dropping by. I told her that you weren't taking visitors today. Oh. She seems nice. Yeah. You had a fight with Rollo, didn't you? Can I come in? Maybe later. Alright then. I'll leave dinner on the kitchen table, in case you want a bite before bedtime.
Without realizing it, Luca had pouted away the entire afternoon. He once again felt the weight of it all, and allowed his weary eyes to close.
Going back to sleep
Luca
again?
stood in a vast black expanse. He looked up at his father standing beside him.
Oh, not another nightmare.
Walt was working a straw at the bottom of a fountain glass, trying to collect the last bits of milkshake. Dad? Where are we? Taking a final loud gurgling sip, his father peered up from the glass. He jangled the straw playfully with a warm smile, then lifted the empty glass as if to point into the darkness. The source?
What?
Luca's eyes followed his father's gesture. In an instant, he was sitting in front of a blazing campfire.
The source? What do you mean?
Across from him sat a large figure in a yellow hazmat suit. The figure's voice was a scratchy echo. Well, if it isn't the man of the hour, make yourself comfortable. Luca held his shivering hands over the flame to warm himself. It doesn't work that way here. Their yellow-gloved hand pointed to the base of the flame. It's a cold flame. See? Luca peered at the base of the fire. It wasn't wood that was burning. It was Beacon Pines itself.
What?
Tiny buildings, freezing and crumbling as they were consumed by flame. Luca could see small shadows moving in the burning city. People. Luca leapt to his feet. We've got to help them! The figure gave a dismissive wave of their hand. Why waste energy helping people who can't even help themselves? The figure bent down to examine the panicked crowd as they desperately tried to stop the flames. They
Oh my God.
about what's right in front of them. Not like us.
What?
Luca's voice was a trembling whisper. Us?
What do you
The
mean?
figure slowly stood up, grabbing its helmet with both hands. With a jolt and a twist, the suit emitted a gasp.
This is very creepy.
A cloud of torpid mist escaped, slowly revealing the face within.
Who?
Luca's own face looked back at him.
What?
Older, worn, distant.
What?
The sensation was oddly familiar, as if he'd caught his own reflection by surprise in the mirror. The doppelganger smiled.
What the hell am I watching?
I tried to help once. He gestured towards his face, and all it got me was this.
Am I deformed?
Luca staggered back. You aren't me. Luca felt a hand catch his shoulder. His father was there again, beside him. Every choice sets us on a path. This is the end of one of your paths, son. Luca watched his older self shake its head ruefully, its face twisting into a cruel grin.
Oh my God.
Welp, Dad. If you wanted him to see this, far be it from me to disappoint. Luca watched in shock as the figure took a confident step forward and plunged into the flames. In a flash of cold light, he was gone. What does all of this mean? Luca felt a reassuring squeeze on his shoulder. Just remember, why we choose matters just as much as what we choose. Luca woke up to see a hazy figure at the foot of his bed, silhouetted in the morning sun.
Mom? No, dear. It's all me, Gran.
Luca rubbed his eyes.
What the hell was that nightmare? That's so bizarre.
The kind, concerned face of his gran came into focus.
How are you feeling? Fine. Anything you want to talk about? I don't feel like talking. That's just as well. How about you sit there and listen a bit? Whatever you and Rollo fought about doesn't matter. But
Gran silenced Luca with a gentle pat on the leg.
Fights between friends happen. What was said doesn't matter. The important thing is that it's not the last thing you ever say to each other. But he said stuff about Dad. Well, do you think he meant it? No. He was just mad. Did you mean any of the things you said to him? No. Good. One must appreciate friends in their best moments, and accept them in their worst. Except, aw, looks cute. Now get your little butt out of bed. The festival's today. You don't want to miss that, do you? I guess not. Seems like a good opportunity to make amends with Rollo, doesn't it?
Luca gave a reluctant nod.
So buy him a corn dog and apologize. But he's the one that... What did I just say? Buy him a corn dog. Well, that's a good boy. Everything's better with corn dogs. I need to get going now. Got some last-minute festival business to take care of. I'll come find you at the fountain a little after lunch. Alright. I love you, Luca. I love you too. Man,
Luca
this is
took a
so
deep breath.
sweet. Okay. Aww. That was kinda nice.
Chapter 6.
Ooh, a new chapter.
Through thick and thin. Despite Luca's bitterness, Gran was right. He needed to hash things out with Rollo. A big fight changes the nature of a friendship. Whether, in the end, it is for the better or for the worse, all comes down to understanding. If one is not careful, the same familiarity that builds the strongest of bonds can become the wrecking ball that shatters them. Luca emerged from seclusion, taking in the crisp festival air.
Aww. Honestly, this was pretty nice. So this is actually all the time that I have. It went a little bit longer because I was so captivated by that strange dream. I hope you guys enjoy this series because honestly, it's been so wonderful and I absolutely love this game. And I'm so curious to find out what is really going on with this town. Man. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope all of you have a blessed day. Goodbye!